Let's get ready to rumble. Welcome to Joe Jackin with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, that's IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, B.O.B. Bob, but I will go by the name of Robert Lee or Jr. if you insist on being formal. And as always, from the South Side of Chicago, Illinois,
Give it up
for my main man, Marquise TC was Senior. What's up, Mr. Senior?
What up, Mr. How you doing, Bob?
Good, man. I'm doing good, man. Beating the weather, man. I see you got your whole garb on, your gear on.
Yeah, that's our theme today.
Say what's up to Facebook Live.
Yeah,
Facebook Live, what's going on?
What up there?
In the building. All TC people, I'll say what's up to you.
What Robert or people, we see y'all. What's up? Y'all just so far back, I can't even read y'all response.
Can't even read it. Hey, but you know what? Today, we asking y'all to participate. We asking y'all to participate in the call in. This is our last show of the year. Next time we be on the air live, we'll be in 2017. So I want y'all to participate. We're going to start y'all off by participating with a question. Question is, what's the best and the worst Christmas gift you've ever received? Best and worst Christmas gift you ever received. The call-in number is 708-223-8953. Again, the call-in number is 708-223-8953. Today, we are asking you to call in. Call in today. This is gonna be a lax back show. We want your participation today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get some feedback from y'all today. Earl told us to do a year in review, so we're gonna touch on a few shows that we really appreciate on Intellectual Radio for blessing the mic on Angela Chap with Side Streets and Intersections.
Yeah,
she came through and did her thing on there. Rhea Ray Harris with what's the name of her show, Earl? Straight No Chase.
Right, we got the J Spot.
Simply E and J.
Miss J.
Simply E. I called her Edra, she corrected me.
Right,
so we got to go with Simply E. You know, she corrected me. Who?
Yeah, Wanda. He said, she said.
With Wanda doing her thing, and Shireen Chester.
Yeah,
she came
from
Kinky Conversations.
We
had to censor her. We couldn't let her. We couldn't let her say whatever she wanted to say. I mean, she could say it in after hours though.
Yeah,
she
Jerome
on her show.
How about Jerome? Shout out to Jerome.
Jerome Thornton.
Yeah, Jerome Thornton. That's cool brother right there.
Virtual reality. Virtual hustle.
That's a real brother.
Who we getting somebody? My girl right here. Voices of Change. Right.
Voices of Change behind us.
Voices of Janice. Miss Janice. Voices of Change. Huh? Man, we letting all the shows on, man. We ain't got no standards, TZ.
Right, we
standards, man.
I thought this all about support. Man. We support each other, right? Earl, that's what you said.
We
support each other.
That's what we did.
We confident in us. We'll let anybody come on our show and talk. We'll share the love, because
we share the love. Who else? Did we forget anybody? I want to make sure we didn't get anybody. So we got Serene Chester with Kinky Conversations.
We got everybody, I believe.
I think that was everybody.
We forgot y'all. We apologize ahead of time. Guns in the building. I see you watching.
Yeah, we can't forget anybody.
Hey.
People from UAW, Kenya Townsend.
Oh, them guests though.
I forget about the guests. We did the shows.
Right, with Kenya Townsend. Jason Perry.
That was my man. With Ephraim Edie. That's our boy.
Yeah, Adele L.
Jarvis.
Yeah.
My man, this one we gonna forget somebody. This one we
Eric Mobley, right?
Eric Mobley from New Era.
New Era, man. Powerful. I had a lot of good feedback from that show. Your
best and worst Christmas gift. You can say, you got
well, my best Christmas gift I go when I was a shorty.
Silk underwear. You tell
Nah.
Silk underwear for Christmas.
Yeah, I
you go say it, man. You grown now. You grown.
That wasn't for no Christmas, man. Trust me. But when I was a shorty, when I got my ColecoVision, man, I can't even forget that feeling, man.
ColecoVision.
Yeah, Zach Zahn was the game at Donkey Kong. Man, when I was a shorty, that ColecoVision.
That was the best.
That was my best to me. Because after that, you start getting almost what you want.
Okay.
I had no idea I was getting that. So that just really registered with me as the best. And the worst, I'm not going to say that because, everybody pick out the gifts that they want you to have, so they're supposed to mean something to you.
Okay.
So I just let that slide on the worst one. But I had a few worse ones.
A few worse
For
ones.
real, like
I had some good ones about it. One of my best and worst gifts was the same gift. Best gift I ever got was that. Remember that electric football game? That thing right there. That was my best because I wanted it so bad. But it was my worst because it was garbage. You know what I'm saying? It was a garbage game.
We used to play that though. We used to play that.
We used to try to play it, but I ain't understand what to do.
Right.
We ain't know what to do, man. It's like you couldn't kick the field goal.
Right.
You know, you basically had to throw the ball to the people. So that was my best and my worst. The worst, I think the perennial worst that I always get worse on is coffee mugs, and I don't drink coffee. I get a coffee mug every Christmas, and I don't drink coffee. I'm like, what is this? Like, this is an afterthought gift. Like,
no. See, I know we're on intellectual radio, but they gave you a coffee mug. They know you're gonna put some vodka in it. That one for coffee.
Yeah, but it can't say just coffee. It say coffee on it. Anyway, the call in number 708-223-8953. We really look forward to calling in today. We want to really hear your best and your worst Christmas gifts, just to have a little fun with it today. I hate I didn't bring a shot of wine today. I would really feel like getting nice today, but that is another show. But make sure you call in today, or we can't see all of the Facebook posts on our Facebook Live. We got a special guest in the building today, Mr. Art Russell, Mr. Entrepreneur, Mentor, whatever. We're gonna let him come on.
And man in the building.
He got a nice little thrifty little shirt on. I don't even like that type of color, but on him it looks great. You know,
right? With the scarf, right?
With the scarf. You got to be a grown man to wear a scarf.
Theme. That's the theme today.
You got to be a grown man to wear a scarf. You can't just wear a scarf.
That's the theme today.
You can't just wear a scarf. You know what I mean?
CC turning in the building, good looking. And don't get us wrong. When we go to this break, we're going to come back. We're going to write down all the things by Bob. We're going to bring him closer, too, because he's so far away. So we can give y'all some love, too.
That's right.
And on our phone over there, too, we're going to wipe the screen off. Like he got a little snow on his and stuff over there.
So on the other side of this break, we'll be right back, and we're going to bring on our special guest today, Mr. Art Russell, to help us in 2016 on IntellectualRadio.com.
Jaw jacking.
Welcome back to Jaw Jacking with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, the call-in number is 708-223-8953. Call in. The question of the day is, what is your best and worst Christmas gift, period? We want to hear your best and worst gift. TC, what's up, man? Let's bring this man
Let's bring him in, y'all. Let's bring him in.
From Robbins, Illinois.
From Robbins.
Southside. Let's give it up for our main man.
My boy.
Russell.
What's up, bro? What's up, man? Good. How you doing, man? What's good?
Thank you guys for inviting me out to your show.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, that's what's up, man. We appreciate you coming out, man, in the cold.
I've been doing big things out here, man.
Yeah, man.
We trying,
things,
man.
man.
We
Well,
trying.
we just jaw jacking. We ain't doing nothing but jaw
That's
jacking.
what y'all do.
Well, we just want to say what's up to your Facebook fans, your people, or your
What's
people
going
that's
on,
following
my
you.
people? I can't see y'all names over there, but I see y'all popping in. It's my first time, so y'all already know this strange for me on live. But
Yeah,
I
that-
appreciate the support, y'all.
Yeah, that's
All day.
what's up, man. Yeah, you know it's important when Art goes live. Then if he ain't never going. Yeah, he got this sweater on, looking like an
I got my
entrepreneur that he is.
intellectual scarf on today for intellectual radio.
Hey, that's what's up. Tell Jaw Jacking, man. Tell Jaw Jacking about Art Russell and what Art Russell is doing in his entrepreneurial endeavors and his mentorship disposition you're doing.
It's a simple thing, man. I'm just, the mentorship is something I used to do. I've done my whole life, and I've been out of it for like 8 years now, and I just got back into it. I'm working for an agency probably about 3-4 months ago. An agency out of Harvey. So I'm assisting in a group home right now. Working with the young men, and me and my partner TC and Jeremy Holmes and Verley Houston. It's a few of us getting together, trying to put some things together. My brother Mike Russell, Perk, we trying to get back together in his 501c3 and do some action with these kids out here, man.
What's the name of it? What's the name of 501?
Well, one of our 501c3s is Matter of Minds.
Okay.
The other one is My Brother's Keeper. Changes. We've been working out in Robbins for years. Well, like I said, I took an absence. I took a leave of absence and went into some other adventures. I went into some other adventures for a few years, and I'm getting back to that. So I'm trying to juggle both.
Mm-hmm. What's the theme of the non-for-profit organizations? What's the theme of each one of them? You say you named two of them, right?
Our goal or our mission is to community help and advocate necessary growth, encourages success. So we're trying to do our part with volunteering, putting together summer camps, putting together after-school programs. We fed the homeless. We're right now trying to do some things in Robbins where we get. I don't want to speak much about it because it's in process, but we're trying to get a building in Robbins so we can run some educational pieces out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're a little bit away from it. We've been talking about it, but
So, what are you getting financial support for those things, or are you working on the process?
Well, that's a process.
Okay.
It's a process. Once you get to the point where you can acquire it, then you write the grants for it.
Okay.
A lot of stuff we do fundraising. Last summer just passed, we did along with the mayor of Robbins, we did a backpack drive. Mm-hmm. We supplied over 250 backpacks with the assistance of a couple other agencies in Robbins. Mm-hmm. We also did a sports camp.
Oh, really?
Free for 250 kids with beast mode sports, and my brother Mike Russell, who's also a coach and a trainer. So we did like 250 kids a free camp where we provided food and T-shirts, and high school and college coaches came out and volunteered their time. DJs, it was a whole day. We did the same day as the backpack drive.
I know you're in cahoots with TC and the business endeavor you're doing. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, me and TC, we met about 6 years ago, in a steel mill.
Dark skinned brothers getting along.
Dark skinned brothers.
That what you want?
We see life differently than light skinned cats. We love them though. We love them, but we just see it different. We love them. We just see it different than they do. It's easier for us to work together than they do.
Right.
But we met at a steel mill actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a good brother. He helped me through some hard times because labor ain't what I do, man. Man, listen. But we ended up going into a venture in Chicago Heights, Club L.
I remember that.
He bought it, and then I became a partner. I bought in as a partnership, and we saw some success out there, and we got out of that. And since then, we've been moving around, trying to get other opportunities together. We dealt with other clubs, and we just became partners in 30 and Over Crowd in Chicago, Linwood. 30 and over crowd, 197.55 Torrance.
197.55 Torrance, 130 crowd.
New Year's Eve, get ready.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
birthday parties. But we actually.
Peterson, sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you jumped in right there. You jumped right in. But we're looking for some other ventures to do. We'll sit down at the beginning of the year and figure out how we're gonna take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we do a lot. Anything we can get in together, we jumping in with both feet.
Right. We want to go in 2017 with this real strong momentum, and I just want to tap into some of your expertise and working with the youth today. How do you identify with some of the things that the young are offended by? I was looking at this past week, just a quick tidbit on President Trump and all this tweeting he's doing about things he get offended by. He get offended so easily,
Right.
But it's not just him. In America, I think a lot of us get offended real easily.
Yeah.
And I just want you to speak on like some of the things that you've identified through listening about.
Well, with the difference from now today's youth and when we were youth, we didn't have social media.
Mm-hmm.
So our flaws wasn't broadcasted around the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So nowadays, the youth are I think they're so offended or so touchy because everything that they go through is magnified.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have these big discussions about our life other than with the cats on our block. But these youth now, if they do anything, people see it everywhere.
Right.
And they're so desensitized to social activities because they don't know how to talk to each other.
Right.
With the video games first and then the internet, they don't know how to socialize. So we can get together and socialize and do the dozens like we did in lunch all the time or standing outside. We could compete hard and knock each other down and pick each other up and even fight on the basketball court and then walk down the street to the candy store together. See, they don't socialize like we did. So the littlest things bother them because they don't have the social skills or the in-depth to be able to overcome it socially, to look a man in the eye, disagree with him, and have to talk about it. See, they go straight to social media and talk about each other. Or they go to social media so they don't have to sit next to each other and learn each other like we did.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know what it's like to have a friend that don't have to agree with everything I say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're so afraid to go against what everybody else is talking about because that person may not tell you, but they're going to go on social media and tear your life apart.
Well, me and TC was talking earlier. We was talking earlier. That question is to you too, TC.
Yeah, but
So,
go
go ahead.
You broke it down different.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you the same thing because you do the program with the boys.
Okay,
basketball. I'm going to ask you what you know because I came and said how they get down, and I'm like, how you feel about that?
Well, one of the things that I feel is that their slangs change on every generation, and you spend a lot of time having to learn the new slang, like what that means, because some things that they say you don't know what it means, and whether it's the young youth at the program that I'm at or my son in college, the young youth, period, they use this different slang. Just in school, they use these acronyms, RIP. I mean, I know what RIP mean, but it's like, when did y'all start using it like that over comments that don't require that?
Wow.
So, it makes me have to, make adjustments to understanding what that means, so I could possibly offend some of them just off not knowing what that means.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question, just off of with the way our America society is today, when we're looking at how easily people are offended. I'm talking about at work, everywhere we go, people are so easily offended. I'm offended to the point where I don't like, we were just talking about this. I don't like when somebody, come at me and they got that comment that they can make that they can go tell some of their other friends, like, I told Rob that if he said that again, I'll smack him. I don't like nobody to make that comment to me. So
right.
I'm engaged with you and we having that comment. Even at this stage of the game, at 43 years old, if I'm listening to you and you make that comment that I think you can go brag about, telling people I told Rob in that way, like I told Rob, ask him, I told him, that conversation ain't gonna go well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about going to church and that. thing.
Right.
That conversation ain't gonna go real just off the fact I ain't gonna let you make that comment. You ain't gonna get that comment off on me. So when I'm talking about offense, I'm saying that's something that I'm willing to die for.
Right.
And it seemed crazy. It seemed, and we gotta identify that. I know to our young youth. You know, I know you finna jump in there. Go ahead.
No.
I know, especially to our young youth, when we're looking at our youth like that, and here we are as men, and we got all these things that you can't just say anything to me in that way. Not like I'm a hothead,
Right.
but you know, you ain't gonna just, you know, and then it get worse when women around. If us as men talking, we can talk a certain way, and we can talk real hard with each other when ain't no women around. But the women around, for some reason, there's some swole come from everywhere.
Because you know how we all, I mean, through the whole situation, we supposed to be men at all times.
Mhm.
And you know, because a woman here, you ain't supposed to be talking to
Some things you don't say to me.
Right. Certain things
No.
you want a problem.
You don't test my man.
No, you don't do that.
You don't test my man in front of him.
And I think that's important. The reason why I'm bringing that up, because I think going into 2017, I think we got to be conscious. You know, I ain't gonna say we got to be conscious. I think I'm asking more of a question: is what is our approach to making sure that we do our part to make sure the things around us is not as taken as sensitive.
I mean, as men, I think, you know, it starts at home, man. You hear that a lot. You usually hear that a lot, you know, and we'll go out as men and we'll help, you know, we'll coach kids and we'll do, you know, anything we can in the community. But sometimes we helping other people so much that we forget about home. That's why they used to talk about preachers' kids, because the preacher was taking care of the church. Who was taking care of his house? You know what I mean? And police officers, and if you look up the stats, man, police officer kids, social worker kids, preacher kids have the most issues. That's because you're helping everybody else. You're not taking care of home. If we start teaching at home, it starts with my house. And if I start teaching in my house, then my kids, when they go out of the community, make the right inflection on other people. So if everybody on my block take care of their house, my block is solid. So then we can move to the next block and help them. But we can't help nobody if we're not willing to help ourselves, because ain't none of us perfect. You know what I mean? We all got issues. Like I got some real issues. But I think if we, you know, all the work we doing out, like, and I speak for my brother over here. I know how we are with our kids. Right. You know, I take him to pick his up. He'll take me to pick mine up. We'll ride with all our kids in the car, at least the little ones. You know, he got older girls though, but we'll ride with him in the car and we'll do whatever we got to do. But you got to put that imprint in at home first. You know what I mean? Because working in the community is crucial. That's everything. But I see so many people that work in the community that ain't taking care of home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of yours. You got to teach yours the right way. And you even gonna have mistakes and flaws in that. But the effort at home is number one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I think that's where we start. That's the start. I don't know where you go from there, but
at least y'all sound positive, because I don't see no helping.
What do you mean?
As far as like these guys out here and what's going on out here, because the drugs and stuff they on, the thing they doing now,
it's bad. I mean, and the funny part, and my life is, that's why I say I try to juggle both. When I left social services, it was to get back into the entertainment full time. I didn't feel like I could do both and we would talk about this a lot. Right. I didn't feel like I could do both at the same time. Can't run a club and a social service agency. That was a conflict for me. You know what I mean?
Why was that?
Well, in the club, I'm pushing to the limits. Like, I'm pushing them. Like, I want to buy that liquor. I want to go hard. You know what I mean?
You pitching it.
I want them to leave their kids at home and come out to the club. I mean, I you know, that's what you do as a club. But, you know, for a minute, I mean, that's just real. I'm just being real. Like,
you are being real.
You know, and for me, it was a major conflict. And me and him would talk about it all the time. But the struggle for me to get back to working in the community and working with the kids, working with the youth was important. And my partners, TC, but my brother Mike and Jeremy Holmes and Perk and Marla Quartz, the cats I do the social services with, has always, like, you know, this is what they never stopped.
So how did you find the balance? I'm curious to know.
The team.
So you found the balance within your personal conflict with pushing and promoting.
I'm working on the balance.
I know.
I'm being real tough.
I know it's a tough question.
I'm working on the balance
because you don't want to take away from one of your endeavors. Well, you know, you got two. So we ain't gonna call it double-minded. I ain't gonna call it double-minded.
Right. I mean, but it is though. Like I have to live. I'm dealing with that. You know what I mean? But when I started entertainment, the name of my company was Left Out Entertainment. I was 18, so I started that to cater to the left out crowd.
Okay.
See, my group, cats I hung out with, we wasn't drinkers. We just like to dance.
Okay.
So we just like to party back then. You know what I mean? I was 18, so I saw the money in it, so I went for it. So I started throwing parties, and the crowd I catered to, most of them now are successful college grads, masters, teachers, superintendents, And I went through college, and then I went into social services.
Okay.
But that was my job through college too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I kept throwing parties on the side, and I kept throwing poetry sets, stepper jams, comedy shows. We was intellectual entertainment pretty much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it got to the point where the social services took over, and then I got divorced.
Okay.
So the finances needed to take over. So the social services kind of went awry, and lo and behold, entertainment fed me. You know what I mean?
Hey, you are listening to Joe Jacking with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we get on the other side of the break, we're going to come back with our special guest, Mr. Art Russell.
In the building.
We're going to be talking about 2017 specifically, and what we're going forward with all his endeavors is going on, and we're going to pep it up for our last show of the year. Welcome back to Joe Jacking with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. The call-in number is 708-223-8953. Again, the call-in number is 708-223-8953. We are with our guest entrepreneur.
Before we go back to the guests, I don't mean to cut you off, but we ain't gonna let this go past right quick. We ain't gonna let this get past. We're gonna let this get past.
I don't mean to cut you off. Somebody always say they
I get it. I don't mean to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I just recognize what I was saying. We're gonna let this get past, but letting y'all know, because every week I've been saying this. Right now the Knicks have a better record than the Bulls.
Wow.
Go Rose. Okay, now I'm sorry, Bob. Back to the regular message.
Well,
go D Rose for life.
Knicks ain't going nowhere. What's their record?
All I have to say
13
is
to 13.
The Knicks have a better record than the Bulls.
What they what? 14 to 13.
I don't care.
Bulls fan. You ain't a Bulls fan?
I'm a Rose fan.
Okay. Ain't he hurt right now?
Mudville, D Wade. Listen.
That's what's up, man.
Go Bulldogs.
Man, that's what's up. I heard.
You don't like to hear that.
Go Rose.
You don't like to hear that.
Go Rose all day.
We in the building with our guest, Art Russell.
New York kid.
And we want him son.
D-Wade Mudville.
2000. That's real though, man. That's what's up. Talk about 2017, the perspective vision that you have for your endeavors, your impact. What type of impact do you feel you gonna bring to the table in 2017?
You know, it's cliche to say next year is gonna be sweet, but
It is
next year gonna be something else, man. Like, you know, next year gonna be something else. Like it's already started.
Right.
You know, we plan on a couple of business opportunities that we've been building and getting ready for. TC and myself, you know, my other team I talked about with the non-for-profit becomes a part of this team. You know what I mean? We hope to get some programming and grants started in the south suburbs. We got a lot on the table. You know, 30 and over crowd is just a piece of the puzzle. We hope to own another situation in the next 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months or so. You know, we have a lot of things that we want to do. We have a plan, but you know, it's hard to speak on the plan until you execute it and finish it.
And it ain't nobody business really, so that's why we don't have it like all together. Because
Right.
we can't, you know, I learned, you know, keep stuff to yourself and let it happen.
Let it happen.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I used to have a habit of talking about. Well, it's not a habit. It's not a bad habit. I talk about what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I tell people, I'm not a dreamer. I'm a realist. Anything I talk about is reality. It can happen, but it don't mean it's always gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna fail way more than you succeed. I say that all the time. I don't have a problem risking all. I don't have a problem failing, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna try it again, or I'm gonna try something else. You know what I mean? Like,
So what if somebody is interested in investing in what you do? How can they invest in what you do, what you guys are doing? How can they contact you, or do you already have all your investors in place already, or are you still open for investors?
you're always open for a partner. Like we're never afraid to work with anybody. We work with people everywhere all the time. You know, investments comes in various ways. It's not always financial. You may have a resource, or you may have a building, or you may have, you know, something that we don't. You know what I mean? And we always willing to sit down and discuss. You know what I mean? My social media is Instagram, Artloe, ARTLOE 0120.
Repeat that.
Artloe, ARTLOE 0120. That's my Instagram. You can always inbox me on there. You can get what they call it on Instagram. It ain't inboxing, man.
I'm not on it.
But you can always hit me on that.
I don't have Instagram either.
You know, you can always hit me on that. And as we build these projects, and some of them is on the verge of going now, but as we build these projects and you want to become a part, all we have to do is have a conversation.
Also send them to the, we got a website for the Over 30 Crowd website.
Over30.com.
Right.
Over30crowd.com.
Check it out.
Check that out. And we also, you know, social media technology ain't my thing. So I'm trying to convert myself to the Over 30 Crowd Instagram and Facebook page and Twitter page, which should be moving hopefully by
Well, don't
tomorrow.
feel bad. It ain't the over 30 crowd. It's everybody over 40 struggles with technology.
I hate it, man.
You the over 40 crowd. I can tell because you're struggling.
Man. It's rough.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question. I want to change gears real quick because we got a couple of minutes left to the show. I want to ask this question. So what do you, and we all got our good parts and our bad parts. What do you as an individual, whether it's a person, structure, business, or whatever, what do you see yourself? How can you change yourself to make yourself better, that you can acknowledge that you know, are slacking in or not as disciplined in or not as edified in? How can you, going forward in maturity, say that, you know what, I need to work on that? And that's to you too, Facebook audience.
Yeah, y'all
answer that question. What do you need to work on that will contribute
to your success?
To your success? Well, that's the question. All right, I want you to start. TC, jump in.
All right.
Girl, you can even answer this question.
Consistency, man. Like, you know, staying on top of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we all got things that we want to get accomplished, but what stops us from accomplishing our goals, the things we want to, is ourselves. We're our biggest enemy. You know what I mean? We create our own problems. So I want to stay on top of what I start. You know, make the phone calls, call people back, finish the paperwork. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Like that's it. If I could do those things, anything I put in front of me can win. Like has a chance of being successful. But it's on me. I have to execute and finish. I have to be consistent on what I say I'm going to do.
TC, what's up?
With me, you know, I'm kind of stubborn minded. I got my own way of thinking. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I got my own way of looking at things.
That ain't no bad.
You know, but sometimes when I hear stuff, I gotta give a little bit more thought to. I gotta let people. If anything, I need to listen a little bit more, like understand. You know, sometimes people come to me and they really be hurting. You know, it don't make sense. Like. What you crying for? That's how I be feeling like, you know. So maybe I'm gonna start trying to understand them tears before I respond. You know, I gotta learn how to listen to stuff that don't make sense sometimes. I mean, to me, just be real. It's like I'm just saying a scenario. What if somebody come in here crying and really mean it, saying it's the fire out there, my car on fire, and they really crying, they really mean it. You don't see no fire though. You don't see no car. How would you handle that? I gotta learn how to handle those situations better.
Ricky Bobby.
Right, I gotta handle those situations better. Like, I understand the car will be hot, but it'll be okay. You know, I gotta learn that, Bob. For real, I gotta learn how to listen to other people's that matter to me more. Listen to their feelings and emotions, even if I don't agree with them at all. I don't even understand where it's coming from.
That's real.
I just gotta be more patient, right? Be more patient and listen. That's I got to work on that. 'Cause I think if I listen, open myself to hear things more, I probably can meet more people. Because I'm not the easiest person like to meet. You ain't my boy. I don't walk around with the Cosby face. I don't. I look at you like who is you? You know, I got to work on that too. But that's why I kick with guys like Mike Diggity. Happy birthday, boy.
Happy
42,
birthday,
Mike Diggity. All right, good guys,
brother.
Bob.
Man.
All the good guys. That's how it's supposed to be in life. And everybody take that meaning. You know, you're supposed to realize what you don't have and get people around you that bring it. So I got the good guys around. They can talk to anybody, any scenario. Bob can do it.
Don't put me on no pressure. Huh? You know,
I already been there. Let
me do my confession. All right,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
That I need to work on. For years, I used to wonder why people that I first met, you know, used to get offended by certain things that I say. And I'm like, man, what is this? Why you always getting offended? Then I looked up the definition of rude. And the technical definition of rude is offensively blunt.
Honesty.
I said, man, now here I am fighting to have integrity and be honest. But there's a balance or a thin line between being offensively blunt. You know, being blunt is one thing, but when you're offensive, that's on the interpretation of the person who's receiving your bluntness. That's not necessarily you. You can be keeping it real, but they like, hey, wait a minute, you don't know me like that, or you know. So that's something that I really constantly work on for the last 20 years.
But the truth hurts, so you'll never fix that. You'll never be able to fix that.
But is that something you want to work on, or you want the people around you to adjust to?
Well, I mean, to the point, I mean, I'm a type of person like you say, like you always. That was a good question. You know, that's why I hang with a bunch of rude cats. Like that's why me and TC friends. TC rude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw him in there with me. We can relate. You know, like a lot of my intimate circle of friends, family, siblings, the ones that I'm real tight with, they would call blunt. I'm not. They not rude, but they blunt. So that's my adjustment. That's my adjustment personally. I got to have thick-skinned people around me in order for me to navigate. One of my partners made a comment a few years ago, and I thought it was interesting. He said, you know what I do about my flaws? Nothing. I don't even work on them. I work on my strengths. I just keep on staying fixated on my strengths. And I said, I don't know what you mean. What you mean by that? He said, Ray Allen. You ever think of Ray Allen? What you think about Ray Allen when you think of Ray Allen? A shooter. You think of a jump shot. You don't think of no dunker. You think Ray Allen working on his dunks? Ray Allen working on that jump shot. People will pay money to see Ray Allen do something he's good at. And he said, I just work on my strengths. And I said, wow, that was just a different perspective to me.
That's real though.
Yeah. So anyway, you was finna say something, Art. I know I kept talking, you know, because we jaw jacking. You know,
what? Yeah,
I jaw jack a little bit. Jaw jacking.
But I was just agreeing with you. I think, you know, well, maybe I wasn't agreeing with you. I don't think I was, because that's a rare quality to have. And I think people need to adjust to people that's going to be honest with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how we connected the way we did, because it wasn't straight talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like just honesty. Some people not going to be able to take it. They don't have a conversation. I think I'm becoming more of that person. I wasn't always that person. I was the not the politician, but I was the one that could talk to everybody. That's changing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's changing though. Like I'm becoming that 100% honesty. Like just telling you how I feel about it. If you ask me, if you don't ask me, there's a median from what he was talking about, how he just don't care. Like I'm right in the middle of that. Like I'm developing a safe spot. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can be too worried about how people feel about what you got to say.
Quick question before we get off here. This is just a answer real quick, y'all. This is a question. When you first meet, phone and dad. When you first meet like a female, do you believe we'll take to like a real good restaurant at first? Or do you both take somewhere to mingle? When I ask it real first. I'll be like, ain't no way I'm taking you to no signature room, nowhere like that. I just met you because I don't even know if you're worth it. If anything, we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings, so we'll sit down, have a beer, and talk. Because I don't want to take you nowhere. I don't even know nothing about you. But that's just my opinion.
I'll go to a nice restaurant and FaceTime her. I'll go live so we can talk while I'm at the nice restaurant.
I don't think it matters. It all depends on the mood of her and I when we're talking. That's whatever the commonality is or the common ground.
I feel you meet somebody, it's supposed to be like an atmosphere. Meet somebody,
conversation.
But I'm saying wherever you go, in my opinion, it's just based off of what y'all got in common. Right. If you got the signature room in common, that's where you're gonna go. Because you're trying to build a momentum of whatever you're talking about.
Okay.
If you gamble,
it was a discussion. That's all. So I wanted to run it by y'all. It was a discussion in this group. I wanted to run it by y'all. That's all.
That's just my point of view.
I don't know. I don't like new people, man.
Yeah, so you don't like new people.
It's hard. I don't like new people.
Yeah. It's hard to dissect people.
It's Christmas coming up though, man. Christmas for Christmas, Bob.
Man, we ain't having no show on Christmas. I know
right,
that.
Man.
I know Earl.
Watch the basketball.
I don't know what Earl doing with his toes. I mean, he, in the middle of the women, he getting pedicures on Christmas. So we ain't having no show. I don't know, man. I don't, chilling out with my family. That's all I'm doing. That's all I ever do.
Yeah.
And I don't like going out on New Year's either, to be honest with you.
I hate an overcrowd New Year's Eve.
No, and that's a spot to go though. You don't like to go out, but come out somewhere
like big crowds, nice laid back, get a seat.
I might do that with y'all.
Yeah, right, come support. I would be nice.
People, good music.
TC, you gotta wear that hat. See, if Art wear that scarf, you gotta wear that. You gotta wear the.
I'll bring a microphone. I'll wear the scarf.
Earl and Wanda, y'all gotta come out to the Over 30 Lounge to check it out, y'all. Mm-hmm. It's a personal invite.
So,
okay. All right. They step in there.
We can 1-2.
We step at the 30 and over.
We can 1-2. What you talking about? Like she acting like stepping is more than 1-2.
We want to thank everybody. We lose the point right quick. We want to thank everybody. We can close it out, Jess. So let's thank everybody for watching this whole year almost.
That's right.
I had a great time, man. Looking forward to more good times. More controversial topics. We're gonna get more up in your face. You might have a little feeling behind a couple of these shows we got coming in the future.
And my name of my thing is like what you and Art both are talking about is momentum. I mean, we gotta support momentum.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm black, so I ain't gotta give a what you call precursor about being pro-black or whatever, but it's about momentum. And when we support each other, that creates some momentum. And I'm not, let's support you. No, I see Art, you doing, I want to support you. Starting now, like what are you doing? Let's support each other. We supporting he said, she said. We supporting intellectual radio. We supporting people's endeavors. I don't have to be all the way into what you're doing in order to support you. And I think that's what's important. I support TC.
That's why
what he's doing.
That's why he the best host.
Right.
He the man, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to give you your props on TV, man.
Dog,
you making what it do this shit, baby.
Man,
I like this. I like this. I like how you do it, man. For real.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, man.
Oh yeah.
We always talk this, man. This ain't finna turn into no bromance, right?
No, hey, man. Sometimes you gotta give props up because I know a lot of people look at them and be like, man, that jaw jacket straight. So all I'm saying is, I agree. We are straight. We a straight show.
Hey, that's what's up, Earl. Hey, Art. I'm sorry, I called you Earl. Art, man, I want you to plug us up, man, on everything you're doing with energy.
Definitely.
Coming down this stretch with energy, everything you doing. Why they need to come mess with art? Why they need to come be plugged with art? Why they need to invest in art? Why they need to support art? And why you gonna come support them?
JV, I'm on the radio right now. Relax. Listen, 30 and over crowd, man.
Yes.
You know that's what we've been looking for. That grown venture, that grown activity. Come out and check us out. We 7 days a week. We starting happy hour beginning of the year. Stepper classes on Tuesday night with Jay Boogie. He's a stepper coach extraordinaire and bartender. We doing tacos, Tito's, and stepping on Tuesday night. Friday nights with Slim. We doing Friday nights with DJs. We got different DJs every Friday. Birthday parties on Saturday. We watch all the games on Sunday. Monday night with Epic Nights. D Money them is pretty smooth.
Yes, it is.
We trying to develop an atmosphere that grown folks like to go to. Look out for us in 2017 with a cigar lounge and a couple of other ventures with my partner TC.
We tried the karaoke now. We're getting karaoke.
We looking for karaoke. Anybody out there do karaoke? You got to follow. You need a space to do it. We got a space for you.
Yeah.
Come see us. We are supportive of other businesses. You looking for some place for your birthday party, your business, Christmas party, holiday party, birthday party, whatever it is, we can accommodate. We also looking to make more strides in the social service area this year. You know, we're looking to do some big things. After school programs, summer camp, definitely. Again this year, more sports camps. If you got youth that need to be trained that play sports, you can contact my brother Mike Russell. You can go through my social media once again, Artloe, ARTLOE 0120. And I can pass all information. I'll be passing to these brothers too. They'll have the information all year. I plan on next year. Maybe I won't wait till the last show of the year. They might bring me in here just to sit in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, I can sit in the studio and cheer.
Yeah.
Make some background noise.
Well, you got an unconditional plug, brother.
Oh, dang. You know that.
You got an
My
unconditional
man.
plug, yeah, man.
I appreciate that, man. Y'all doing a great thing here, man. I definitely appreciate y'all inviting me out.
We appreciate you, Earl, too, man. We give you props, Earl. We appreciate you, man.
All of the shows on Intellectual Radio. Go ahead, TC. I'm sorry.
To all the guests, all the hosts on the show, first of all the hosts on Intellectual Radio, we got love for y'all. You know, we're going to get it into those. We didn't meet again on our show. We're going to holler at y'all. Bob going to coordinate all that. Get y'all right here in this show. Put the gloves on you and ask y'all some tough questions, you know. We appreciate all this, man. Wanda, we appreciate your help. And I enjoy coming all the way out here.
All the way out here, man. Hey, you know, it's been a fun year. It's been a real fun year. It's been a fun start off. You know, saying TC, one of my best friends in the world. So I really enjoy doing this. We've been third grade partners ever since third grade. We in the beauty of it, we don't agree on half of nothing. But we don't it ain't that we disagree. It's just we express it differently. We agree on a lot of stuff, but we different. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious when you hang around me and TC, we different. You'd be like, man, y'all buddies. But TC would be arguing. It'd be two people in the house. We'd be arguing like it's about a crowd in there. Because I like, because I like the Bulls, anyway. But anyway, this has been an extraordinarily great year.
Yes,
Thank you for all your support. We look forward to
stay blessed.
What I look forward to in 2017 more than anything is to go show up at people's events.
Yes, support.
More than anything. I want to do that more than anything. Show up at your event. I want to put some dress shoes on with a hoodie.
We're gonna do an event for my at this over 30 crowd for all the radio hosts. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set it up next year.
That's right.
We're gonna set it up out there, y'all. Come on out. We're gonna set something up. We love y'all, man.
Thank y'all for 2016. Listen to the Jaw Jacket with Bob and TC, Intellectual Radio. We are man in the building. Give it up. Love.
Well,